Some people believe that their CPAP machine is actually making them sick. And that is absolutely possible, believe it or not, because with a CPAP machine, you have three things in there. You have that heated humidifier, and there's three things that bacteria and virus and mold absolutely love that's in your heated humidifier. What is that? It's water, it's heat, and it's darkness. So with the water, the heat, and the darkness, it is the prime, absolute prime environment for bacteria, mold, and virus to grow. So some people, if the cleaning that you're doing, the sanitizing that you're doing, if it's not sufficient, if it's not good enough, then no matter how many times you go to the sink with the warm soapy water and washing it out, if you're not very, very thorough with that process, then still mold, bacteria, virus, etc. can still be within your CPAP supplies. So what I'm going to do here in this video, just a few minutes long, is I'm going to show you this beauty right here. It's called the Liviliti Paptizer device. And this Paptizer, they call it, it actually sanitizes 99% of all of that mold and bacteria from your CPAP mask and your water reservoir. And I'm going to show you how that operates. And the goal here is really just to help you to become successful with your CPAP, not only using it on a regular basis, but also keeping it sanitized. If you don't keep it sanitized, then that's just an open door. That's really just an invitation to the bacteria, the mold, and the virus. This machine I'm really excited about because, as you might know, I've set up CPAPs for all of my career. Starting when I was 22 years old, I've set up tens of thousands of CPAP machines and followed the customers after the setup. And I've seen so many different problems that people have, but I will tell you one of the primary ones right there in the top 5 is that if it's not clean enough, if it's not sanitized enough, then one will have regular reoccurring problems with nasal infections, colds, flus, sometimes even upper respiratory infections, or even worse than that, with pneumonia, etc. So I'm not trying to scare you. I really just want you to understand how important it is to clean. We did a survey also. So as you're watching this video, in the survey, I can tell you that 7 out of 10 of you do not clean or sanitize your CPAP on a regular basis. So I'm not trying to preach, but I just want you to understand that it's super, super important, and many of you aren't doing it. The reason I think a lot of people don't do it is because it's really difficult to stand there at the sink and wash all of these supplies. So now here is a better way to actually sanitize the CPAP mask and the water reservoir. And if you just allow me, I'm just going to scoot the camera over here so you can get a little better look at this Paptizer device. It actually uses UVC light. It's very simple. It has a power cord in the back. I've already got it plugged in, and then on the top, actually there's a handle here also, so it's easy to move around if you need to, around on the counter, etc. And on the top, there are actually just 4 buttons, and we'll talk about those here in just a minute. Let me get you a better look at the 4 buttons. This obviously is the power on and off button, and then starting over here on this side, this button is if you want to do a quick clean. You want to do a clean within just 3 minutes. You can have sanitized equipment. This one is if you want to do the sanitation plus you want to do a drying. So this machine actually has, it's almost like a convection oven. It has airflow that's happening in there along with heat and along with the UVC light all in one. And if you hit this button right here, you're going to get all of those functions, plus it will continue to clean. Let's say you forget whatever you have in here. You forget about it. For up to 24 hours, it will actually keep it clean. And that's sort of like a recycle, or they call it a storage. And then finally, this one, it is actually for just 2 parts of it. It will actually do a quick clean in 3 minutes, and then it will allow you to store it. There's no drying on this one. So this one is probably the best one. It's the one that I would recommend to use most of the time. 3 minutes of cleaning, drying, and then storage for up to 24 hours. So it's very simple to operate. Let me open it up and show you the inside of this. When you open it up, since we are talking about UVC light, it's using light to actually clean the device. And notice on the bottom, there is a mirror, and then on the top, there is a mirror. So it's actually surrounded top and bottom by mirrors. And then finally, there's only one other little piece here, and it's a tray. The purpose for the tray is to actually lift whatever you're cleaning. It lifts it up off of the surface a little bit so that the light can actually bounce around in there and really, really get it clean. Let's talk about this UVC light. Now, you've heard of UV light, and UV light is actually light that comes from the sun. And it comes in waveforms, I think, between 200 and 300. But most of that light that's coming from the sun is actually filtered out by our atmosphere. So even the sunlight is not as effective as this is, because they have created this device to create exactly the waveform of light that's needed to kill bacteria. What it does is the light actually will destroy the DNA. So some of the items that you can put in here is kind of obvious right there. That's a good piece to drop in there. And then you also have the water reservoir. This is my water reservoir. I still have the older machine, as you can see, but I would recommend to actually take this apart. It pops apart like so. Drop that in there. Drop the rest of it in there. So you got all your parts in there. Now look, here's a bonus. If there are other things, I actually wear glasses. Maybe you want to drop your glasses in there, you can do that. This is a really cool thing to put in there. This is a bonus because the UV light will actually kill all of the bacteria, etc. This is a mouth guard, so that is really something that easily can get full of bacteria, mold, virus, really any sort of high touch items that you touch a lot, you can drop in there. This one I touch way too much, especially these days as I'm going shopping with my wife. She likes to use that. But anything that you can put in here is going to be sanitized 99%. The lid just shuts back like so. And then you press the button. I'm going to go ahead and press that. Let me turn it on first. And then press this button. And here we go. It's actually doing a countdown for how long this is going to take, approximately 3 minutes or 180 seconds. And it's counting down as it functions. And I'm just going to set it gently down right there. And let me bring the camera back over here while we're waiting on that to actually become completely disinfected. This is one of the greatest things about CPAP is that if you do use it, 100% of the time it does work. It is completely effective at stopping sleep apnea. Absolutely 100% of the time. The only time that CPAP does not work is when you don't use it. And like I said earlier, it's important to actually just use your CPAP every single night. If you have any problems, if you have questions, or you're trying to understand more about CPAP, we do have a CPAP group on Facebook. I think there are 24,000 people in that group where you can just type in a comment of a question, and all of the people in this group, it's titled on Facebook, it's titled CPAP for Beginners Support Group. So I encourage you to join that. Plus, there are about 16,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So all in all, there are about 40,000 people within the sound of my voice. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can find this with a special discount. So check that out. And, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been very busy with grandchildren and construction projects, etc. But back here again, really excited about it. So send me a hello if you would. I know it's been a very long time, and I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. But I came back because I want you guys to be successful with your CPAP. So if you have any questions, you can put a question in the comment. And if you're still watching this video, if you find it interesting to learn new things about CPAP that you haven't heard before, see product reviews like this, then definitely subscribe to the channel. Now, here's another bonus I'm going to give you. I'm going to go over 28 tips for using CPAP real quickly and real basically. Tip number one, narrow your pressure range. So if you were prescribed a pressure on CPAP and you have an APAP machine that actually gives you two pressures like 12 and 6, it's been learned recently that it's better to have a single pressure, or the narrower that pressure range is, the better off you're going to be. So get your doctor to narrow that pressure range. That can be done through looking at the data in the CPAP. CPAP mask liners are wonderful. If you're getting the lines on your face, look up CPAP mask liners. They're wonderful. Definitely subscribe and join here. Regular sleep schedule is very important. Go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. Exercise is important. It's also good to wear socks when you're sleeping. White noise is great. And actually, I hear the machine now. It is starting to actually run the heat. So also there's heat and air. If any of those items in there have any moisture in them, then the air, like a convection oven, is just flowing around in there, and it'll also dry it out, which is wonderful. White noise is good. No food, alcohol before bed. No TV. No visible clock. That's a really big one. When you wake up in the middle of the night, if you actually see what time it is, it can really throw off your sleep. Keep the CPAP mask clean, which is the one we're talking about here today. That's tip number 11. Tip 12, watch TV with CPAP. So if you watch TV, it helps you get acclimated, helps you get used to using your CPAP. Don't adjust your own CPAP pressure. Use distilled water with your CPAP. Keep the CPAP lower than your head. So it's on the table to the side of your bed. Make sure the machine is lower than your head. Keep it lower than your head. Be sure the CPAP mask is sized correctly. Start off every night with your CPAP. Dry mouth with CPAP solutions. So find a solution if you have a dry mouth. Sleep positions with CPAP are very important. Join a Facebook group, which I've mentioned. CPAP Academy for Beginners is another group that we have on Facebook. Moleskin tape is really good. If you're having a problem, many people have problem right here. You can see mine a little bit, but you can take a piece of moleskin tape and just place right there, and then put your CPAP mask on. Your wound will disappear. Tube socks for rain out. That is, you can actually cut the end of a tube sock out and put it on the outside of your tubing with a rubber band, and that will provide some insulation for the tubing, especially at this time of the year, because the rain out, the water droplets that are inside your mask and your tubing occur due to a difference of temperature in the room and inside the tube. Get yourself a CPAP hose lift. If you don't already have one, you got to have one of those. Level neck position with CPAP. Here, if you imagine that I'm lying down and I have my head like this while I'm sleeping, I'm going to have a problem. If I have my head like this sleeping, I'm going to have a problem. So get your head level as you're sleeping, and that will eliminate some problems. If your head is too far down, you're going to have what we call aerophagia, where a lot of gas or air pressure actually goes into your stomach, causes major pain, problems, gas, etc. Not fun. So get your head level when you're sleeping, and that will make a big difference. Beginners use the ramp repeatedly. You know that little button with the triangle? Now, some of the newer machines actually have automatic ramp settings as well. Do a leak test with your CPAP mask. That's tip number 27. So after you put your mask on initially, before you lie down, head up, head down, left, right. Make sure no leaks spring, because otherwise they're going to happen through the night as well. And tip number 28 is measure your success with the symptoms, not the apps. What I mean by that is, there are apps that will, there are all kinds of things now that will measure your sleeping, but none of them are as good as if you measure your success by how you feel. Measure it by how you feel. Do you feel like you're sleeping well? Do you dream? Are you having dreams? That's a good thing. If you're waking up with many of the same symptoms that you had before you ever used CPAP, that's a trip to the doctor, or at least a phone call, at least questions in the Facebook group. So just find the answers. That is definitely the key. And now let me tell you what's happened with the machine here. Since my tooth my toothbrush that I dropped in there had a little bit of moisture in it. It is recognizing that. There's a sensor in there. And so what's happening is, whoops, actually didn't mean to hit that, sorry. There's a sensor, so it's recognizing the moisture and it's going through the drying process now. So it's actually going to do the drying process for an hour, although in just the first 3 minutes with this Paptizer, it actually has already done all of the sanitizing that it needs to do. 99% of the mold, bacteria, and virus is now gone. And I can open this up and I can actually take a look. Nothing changed. I feel a little bit of warmth. I feel a little bit of warmth from the air that's flowing around. But right now, this CPAP mask is sanitized. It's ready to be used. It just takes that little bit of time with the UVC light going on the inside, and you are going to be good to go. Now, I know I went over those 28 tips like super fast, but there's another video where I elaborate a little more on each and every one of those tips. So go check that out. It's called 28 Tips. And I will be looking forward to seeing you guys on a live video that I'll be doing very soon, and look forward to it. So also check out my shirt, Still Kicking. After all this time, I'm still kicking, you're still kicking, we're all still kicking. What are we kicking? Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea. We're kicking it away. We've got to get our sleep, get our health. Sleep is so important to your health. I hope everyone sleeps well. Keep your CPAPs clean, guys. Sanitize them. And get you one of these. I'm going to put a link in the description with a discount code available. So just click that link, go find what you want. There are CPAP masks there and tons of other stuff as well. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.